provost refusing to honor all of the provisions of the contract the old provost had made with me, which was supposed to govern my second tenure review process, I expected a repeat of the first tenure travesty. What I actually experienced was even worse than a repeat of the already spoiled tenure process. First, my entire department had turned against me, and they all, except for the 2 faculty who were barred from participating in the vote, they all voted against my recommending me for tenure. In voting against me, many of them completely contradicted their previous assessments of my teaching, scholarship, and service, just like that. And I would have liked to read you some of the contradictions, but I have not been able to include it in my talk tonight, but it will be posted on my blog. The dean also, so here the department votes against me unanimously. The dean kept his same position also. The vote was against me. Even the FPAC, the Faculty Personnel Appeals Committee, who I then again sent my appeal, rejected or ignored a lot of the violations that I had mentioned in my appeal. And they also turned against me. It then appeared that, we realized that members of the appeals committee who were very close friends with the dean and with the violating groups in my department. On top of having no one I could look for correction of all the normal violations, Ithaca College began to retaliate against me for going increasingly public with my case. For example, this past school year, it was supposed to be my last teaching year at Ithaca College. However, as soon as I started speaking out to local media last semester, the new dean blocked my classes from student enrollment during pre-registration for spring 2009. To make things worse, Ithaca College abused my non-citizen immigrant status by refusing to sponsor my visa to teach while I am on the contract until the end of May. By doing that, Ithaca College has attempted to obstruct my stay in the United States, where I have been living with my family since 1988. As a result of this, I had to leave the US before the end of fall 2008 to go back to the Netherlands to apply for my visa. This brought a lot of expenses, as I had to stay abroad for almost 2 months. But the abuse was not over yet. When I returned from the Netherlands on January 20th to teach my classes, I found that all my classes had been cancelled. Thus, no one in the Ithaca College administration would help. I looked for support amongst faculty at Ithaca College, and I should say I found some support amongst many faculty members who were very upset and shocked by these violations. A group of them approached the president of Ithaca College directly and went into a meeting with the president to protest against this treatment and the disrespect of the tenure process at Ithaca College, but to no avail. I also began searching for support within the Ithaca community at this point. This tonight's meeting, as Troy mentioned, is part of that search. So because I faced all these real hurdles, college, everybody seems to think that they can do whatever they want. And here we are now. I've decided to reach out to tell my story in the hope you will support my struggle for fairness and justice. If no one hears me, I will not be able to teach. I will lose this struggle for tenure that I have rightly earned after my successful teaching career of 12 years at Ithaca College. If you support me and force this process to be made public, I will have my first genuine tenure review at which I can demonstrate that I meet the criteria for tenure and promotion. With your support, I can win this battle of mine that I have been fighting for almost 5 years. This battle is a battle for all of us who care about equality and diversity of our world's educational institutions. Thank you.
Okay, like we said, we're gonna have Margot's lawyer speak, and then Joel Colville, and then Norman Finkelstein, and they can just give their comments in about 5 minutes each.
Oh, Levine.
All right, guys. Lynn, are you there? Lynn.
Norman has a message from Lynn.
Lynn, are you there?